Hey, what's up everybody? Cutco Mike here. I want to teach you why you should be excited about selling Cutco 5-ply cookware. So if you really believe in the Cutco home or the Cutco kitchen or the one solution for somebody's family, you got one brand, one home, one guarantee, one rep, one quality, and that's Cutco. The knives are easy to promote, easy to sell, but the cookware is kind of that long lost thing that people really need and use more than the knives. If you really think about it, you can get by with 3 knives, right? A chef knife, a carving knife, and then a paring knife. So the cookware actually has a unique story. It goes back before the knives. They would actually do home parties and cook people these meals called like a 5-course meal. And then they would say, hey, grab your knives out and cut something with the knives. And then the knives wouldn't work. So that's where Case and Ocola Aluminum came up with Cutco and created Alcast, which is our old parent company name. So that's a little bit behind the scenes stuff behind the cookware. Is it actually was around for longer than the knives. So a great little lead into the cookware is, hey, Mrs. Jones, I'm sure you didn't know this, but we're famous for our knives, but our cookware has actually been around longer than the knives. So there was different distributors that would sell cookware, knives, flatware, china, and promote a hope chest, right? So to kind of bring it full circle here to 2021, most people either use nonstick, they use cast iron, they either have stainless and they didn't like stainless. Now they have copper bottoms and so many different things you see out there. So you really want to educate them on the cookware. You want to be more excited about the cookware than the knives, because the knives really is simple. It's just cut, slice, and people want it because they know it's going to work. But the cookware is more of teaching them a technology. I like to promote it as you had the old flip phones and now you have an iPhone, right? So when you went from the flip phone to the iPhone, there might have been a little learning curve. Same thing with the cookware. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm going to teach you some of those pointers you want to share with your customers. Is, you know, don't overthink it, don't overcomplicate it, Mrs. Jones. It's ABC, easy to learn, but there's a few little things I want to teach you. So when you promote it, really build up the history, build up it's been around, you know, over 100+ years, build up it is made in America, build up it's one of the 3 big things that Cutco's company really sell. It's the knives, it's the flatware, and then the cookware. And really teach them on what the 5-ply means. So most cookware, you have one layer which is kind of on the bottom here. And that's where you get these hot spots. You got to constantly stir and flip and mix, and people burn stuff. But with the 5-ply cookware, you actually cook from all the sides. So what's cool about this cookware is there's 5 layers of metal, right? So the aluminum, if I can find it here, right here. So if you look here, you have 3 layers of aluminum, and then you have your best stainless steel on the outside and in the inside. So if you remember anything from science fair, aluminum and copper are typically your best heat conductors. So the Cutco has the 3 aluminum on the inside, and then the stainless on the outsides, which give you that strength and that durability. So you can literally use metal on metal with these pieces of cookware. So what's the benefit for your customers? One is when it cooks from all sides, you're cooking in less amount of time. So it actually conducts the heat evenly through the whole pan. So you can actually use medium heat, and you don't need high heat. It's medium to low is all you need to know. So most Americans, we like to go full throttle, fast food. We need it and want it now. But with this cookware, it's low to medium heat because it's distributing the heat temperature evenly through the whole pan, the walls, the lid, and then through the bottom. The other selling point is most people cook with too much water or too much butter or oil. So for example, with your vegetables, if you load this up with vegetables, all you're gonna need is about a half a cup of water, or you can take frozen vegetables and put them in here and put the lid on there, and it will cook with all the moisture and the nutrients of the vegetable or the fruit. So most people don't realize this is when you boil your vegetables, like what you get at the cafeteria, at the hospital, it's basically drowned it in the water, so all the nutrients are poured away when you pour out the water. So with the Cutco cookware on your 3 saucepans, you got a 1 quart, a 2 quart, and a 3 quart, you just need about a cup of water, and it'll perfectly steam your veggies all the way through in about 8 to 12 minutes. So really sell on the vegetables. Most people either microwave or boil the crap out of their vegetables, and they don't retain all the nutrients and all the flavor and all the moisture. And you don't need to drown it in butter or salt to get that flavor. It's just the water that God made them, and that's why they're from the earth. And if you go to the grocery store, there's no ingredients list on vegetables. It's just the vegetable's name, right? So a lot of people go, oh, I've tried stainless and I don't like it. And you really want to educate them that this is different than stainless. This is 5-ply stainless. When you have one layer of stainless, it doesn't conduct the heat. So it's going to burn, stick, and you're not going to be happy with it. But with Cutco, you have the 5 layers, and those 3 aluminum layers conduct the heat perfectly through the bottom. So you can literally do eggs or steaks or meats on here, and all you'll need is just a little bit of oil or a little bit of butter. And in most of the meats, you don't even need oil or butter. It has enough of its own juices distribute the moisture through that the whole pan. Like, you can literally take a rock solid frozen chicken breast and put it in this pan, put the lid on, and in 18 minutes it's perfectly cooked. So some pointers when you're demoing it or showing it is made in America, built to last forever. It's 5 layers of metal, so you can actually use metal on metal and it won't ruin these things. So it won't ruin or destroy the pans. You have the stay cool handles, so this won't burn your hands. So a lot of times people like cast iron, which I love a cast iron pan, but the handles get so hot and it's so heavy. So really promote how mildly weighted this is. So it's not too heavy, it's not too light, but it's sturdy and it's very strength based. Also talk about preheating your pan. So if you preheat your pan for a minute or two, it'll kind of warm up all those coils and distribute the temperature all the way through. And you literally put your meat on there, put your food on there, put the lid on, and in about 10 to 15 minutes later, it's perfectly cooked depending on what you're cooking. When you're promoting the sets, you really want to promote the 4 sets. So this right here would be kind of like a brochure you can order, or your manager can get you. Or if you go online, this is called the Accomplished set. So you have 3 fry pans, an 8, a 10, and a 12 inch. Or I call them searing pans. Or if you're going to do eggs, you want to make sure you tell them that they need some butter or oil because there's no coating on these pans. On the saucepans, you get a 1, a 2, and a 3 quart. Those are going to be for your vegetables, your noodles, your steaming, and then doing all that slow cooking and your soups and stews and chilies. And then you're going to get 2 skillets. Right here and here. And those are going to be your 9 and your 11-inch skillets. That's going to be for your hamburgers, your steaks, your stir fries, basically cooking all your stuff with the high walls. So this right here is the 11-inch skillet. You can do almost everything in this little pan. So if you're just going to sell one pan, get them started on the skillet. That's what I call is your gateway piece to all the others. And then you get a steamer and a double boiler, and then a 6 3 quart with a high dome. So that's where you can actually put 12 to 15 ears of corn in there and steam it with 1 cup of water. And then the legacy set would be if you actually wanted to sell them everything. It's not online, you have to tell them about it. It's where they add the 10 quart, the wok, the griddle, and then the kitchen tools. I always promote those come with all the sets. So either price it with the set or give it to them for free with the set, because the metal tools are actually a complement of using them on all the pans. So the legacy would be with everything, and then that would be with the accomplished set as well. So that's what I call is the works or the legacy. It's every piece we sell. The accomplished is all the main pieces. It's 3, 3, and 3. 3 fry pans, 3 saucepans, and then 3 big pans. And then I would include the kitchen tools as well. And then the 2 sets below that would be called a dedicated. That's the 2, 2, and 2. That's 2 fry pans, small, medium, 2 saucepans, a 1 and a 3 quart, and then 2 big pans, the skillet, and then the 6 and 3 quart. And then the basic set would be the aspiring, which is 1 of each. So you get 1 fry pan, 1 saucepan, 1 skillet, and 1 big pan. So when you're pricing the cookware, I always show them 1 knife. So pretend this is a knife and say, hey, this is about $100 per knife. And then see how much more metal is put into our cookware. So really framing that it's based off of the price of the metal. So that's why these pans are, $200 to $600 for a piece of cookware. Always promote the package deals. So Cutco actually bundles everything together. So when you buy a set from Cutco, you get a built-in savings. And then I always throw into Cutco gift or gift card or free stuff like the kitchen tools. And then if they're still not sold on the cookware, really let them know that, hey, you'll send them some videos. You can find those on YouTube. You can get them Barkeeper's Friend, which is a cleaner that'll restore this stuff forever. It's $3 at the grocery store. And then really promote that you can clean it with just pouring water on there and scraping it with metal tools. But if you're a rep that loves selling Cutco, this is just a compliment to the whole Cutco collection. And then if your customers still just want a non-stick pan, we do offer 3 non-stick pans that are 5 layers of metal. Same technology, but the top layer would be the non-stick coating, which you can find those on the website as well. So happy selling. Get yourself a little brochure. Always promote it as the Cutco Home and Kitchen, and just promote it. It's really built like a tank. It'll last you forever, and it'll be the last set they'll ever need. Talk to you soon. God bless.